emergency.
Yes, I'm in the middle of the field. It's like we're just pushing guys over. Right here's 120 javelin on both sides. My truck ran out of gas. There's one car here that got shaken to the woods. Please hurry.
Okay, now run that down here.
And when I talked to him, I said he ran into him.
Ah, you ran into him. Okay.
That's the first guy.
Do you need an ambulance?
Yeah. No, I need the cops.
Okay. Is anybody hurt? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So obviously if you listen to the first 2 minutes of this video, you heard the 911 call that Brandon Lawson made the night that he disappeared. It is extremely haunting to listen to. You might hear my baby in the background. She's 4 months old and she's like watching me, so she's like talking and smiling. I'm sorry because this is a really serious video, but I'm a mom, so just bear with me. Anyway, it is a really haunting call. I've listened to it more times than I can really count, and tried to decipher some of the things that he's saying, trying to like figure out exactly the things that he says in the call, because a lot of it you can't understand or you can't make out. So we're just going to get started. I just want to give you some information about Brandon, about the night that he went missing. And I would love to just know what you think about this case. It still has not been solved. We do not know where he is. We don't know what happened to him. And it is, honestly, it's just scary. So here we go. So Brandon Mason Lawson, he was born November 18th, 1986. He went missing August 8th, 2013, which means he was 26 years old when he went missing. He was 2 years younger than what I am right now, which is really sad to think about. Brandon lived in a home with his common-law wife. Her name is Ladessa, and their children. From everything that I have read about Brandon, he was a loving, doting father and husband. He loved his kids. You can see online all of the photos of him with his kids, and it was clear that he was a fun dad. Like, he was a fun dad. It seemed that he was very involved, always had a big smile on his face, always laughing. I've seen a lot of different people say that he was, he was a jokester and just loved to have a good time. So he just looked like somebody that was the life of the party and just was happy. So I've seen online about his past. I'm not going into that. As far as everything that I have seen, Brandon was clean and sober when he disappeared. And I just don't feel that it's relative to the story to go into his past. So we're just going to dive into what happened that night. So August 8th, 2013, it's late at night. Brandon and Ladessa had a disagreement about something, and Brandon left. That was kind of the thing that they did from what I have read and seen. Actually, I think a lot of people do it. I know I have. You get into an argument or a disagreement and you just want to drive around and cool off. Like, you just want to be alone, take some time. And that's what he was doing. He was driving around. So he did call his father at about 11:30 p.m. And said that he was going to head to his house. Now, his father's house was about 3 hours away from where he lived. So that's quite a drive. He left his house about 11:54 p.m. and he was driving a silver Ford F-150. So Now fast forward a little bit of time. 12:30 a.m. August 9th now. Brandon calls his brother Kyle and tells him that he ran out of gas. He said he pulled over on Route 277 between San Angelo and Bronte, Texas. Kyle claimed that during the call, Brandon said 3 derogatory term are chasing me out of town. So Kyle and his wife drove to Brandon and Ledessa's home to get a gas can to take that to Brandon so they could all drive together to get him some gas, take it back to his truck, and then he could, you know, go from there. So 12:50 a.m. Brandon makes that 911 call that I played at the beginning of this video. 12:56 a.m. a trucker calls 911 reporting a car parked haphazardly in the road. 1:18 a.m. Kyle calls Brandon, who says, Kyle says that Brandon sounded out of breath and said that he was bleeding in a field. After 1 a.m., the time is not clear. Sheriff's deputy arrives at the truck. So a sheriff's deputy is at the truck. Kyle is at the truck as well. And at the time that this happened, Brandon did have a outstanding felony warrant out for his arrest, not pertaining to anything that has to do with this. So at the time, it's clear that there is so much just missed communication, that if things would have been clear, this could have had a really different outcome. But at the time, because of that warrant, and Kyle knew about that warrant, he thought that his brother wasn't coming out because the cop was there at his truck. Kyle didn't know that Brandon placed a 911 call. And it is still not clear to this day if the sheriff's deputy knew that Brandon had placed that 911 call or if he was just there because of how the truck was parked. It's unclear. So Kyle was unaware that Brandon had called 911. And at the time that Brandon went missing, his phone, keys, and wallet were with him, and they have still never been found to this day. So they did a lot of searching. They did search on foot, helicopter, and with heat-seeking equipment, which of course is only good for so long, because if something happened to Brandon and he is no longer alive, that equipment is not going to pick him up. So, you know, that really wouldn't be helpful in any case. So, if anybody has information, you know, on Brandon's missing case, you can call the Coke County Sheriff's Department. It's 325-453-2717. Brandon is classified as an involuntarily missing person. I would love to know, if you listened to that call, what exactly you heard in it. I am going to put in the description box what I think I heard. There is a lot of people that say they hear different things. Some people say they hear a gunshot. Some people say they don't. Some people say they hear a second person, which there may be. At that point in the call, when people think they hear a second person, I think that's just Brandon saying, when she says, you know, who do you need? I think he said, or do you need the cops? I think he says yes, but then quickly changes, you know, his mind and says, no, I need the cops. I don't think that that's necessarily a second person. I think it's just him speaking quickly, because obviously he was very distressed, and then changing what he said. I don't know if I believe there was a second person there. There's just so many possibilities because there aren't any answers. I have seen quite a few people say that the area that he was in was very like hilly. There are rattlesnakes, there are wild hogs, there's a lot of drop-offs. You know, a lot of people say that he could have gotten hurt and just died from the elements and his body hasn't been found yet. But that doesn't answer the question that I have of what did he see that night? What happened? I truly believe that he saw something he wasn't supposed to see, and somebody saw him see that thing. And I think that they got rid of him. I mean, I don't know what it could have been, but you can tell in his voice he was terrified. And I think that that's what like gets me the most, is how scared he really was. And it's clear from what he's saying in the call that he's running from someone. It really gets me. It really does. So anyways, I'll leave in the description numbers you can call. I'll leave the sources that I found for this video. Let me know what you think about this. I know this is like a shorter video, but there's just not a lot of information because we don't have answers for anything. And, you know, I know several people that have reached out to the sheriff's department, and basically they just say no comment, or they don't have any updates for anything. So it's very creepy in my opinion. So anyways, thank you for watching. If you have any suggestions for other cases, let me know. I am going to be covering, I have another case that's a lot longer that I'm going to be making a video on. So let me know what you think. If you have suggestions, let me know. Thank you for watching. Please like, please subscribe. I would love to have you on my channel. And stay safe and have a great day. Bye, guys.